What's up, Anna fam? It's the girl Otaku here, and right now I'm going to be talking about Tokyo Ghoul Re episode 2, and I want to start out by saying that I was really happy with this episode for a few reasons. That is mostly because the manga fans seem to enjoy it as well. Okay, so that's originally what I said when I first scripted this, but since then I've seen some pretty ugly comments, but at least some of the manga fans enjoyed it. The consensus is that episode 2 is way better than episode 1, and I can't say that I completely understand, but that's fine. I'm just glad people liked it. So getting into the episode, and spoilers for those of you who haven't seen it, though I don't know why you'd be here if you haven't, the fight scene with Nishio was pretty entertaining to me. Side note, I constantly swap between calling him Nishio and Nishiki, so if that bothers you, I do apologize. I really do like Nishio's character. Back in the beginning of season 1, I'm pretty sure nobody liked this guy, but by the end of the first season, we all loved him. My favorite moment of the whole fight was probably this one.
You're stronger than I expected. Why, thank you.
I don't know why, but I just thought this was really funny. Even using his Kagune, Haise couldn't take down Nishio, so Kaneki takes over and things end fairly quickly after that. I only have two things that I want to mention about this portion of the episode. The first has to do with Nishio recognizing Kaneki and Haise kind of freaking out in his head. He calls Kaneki irredeemable, which I thought was pretty rude. Nishio kind of sounded like he had given up on him, but I really don't think that's the case. The second thing is something that I have thought since season 1. Fingers don't sound like that when you crack them. I cringe every time I hear that, and I know it's iconic, but damn. I liked how they portrayed the interactions between the members of the Quink Squad, and the line where Haise says to Yurie, "I could just devour you since I'm just a ghoul and all," is obviously there for comedic relief, which appealed to me at first. But when I read the manga, there was a big moment of emotional tension for Haise when he leaves the room, and I'm surprised that it wasn't included. There were also two very important things I noticed in the scene with Arima the second time I saw it. The first was actually a difference from the manga, pretty minor when you look at it, but very important if you know the context. I almost mentioned it last week when I heard it in the preview, but I didn't, and I really wish I had. I saw something on Pinterest a while ago that was basically a collage of manga panels, and it was explaining that Kaneki had a habit of touching his chin when he was lying, which occurred in the manga during this scene, but it wasn't animated. I'm sure everyone already made a big deal about that when the manga came out, but after I read this chapter and then rewatched the episode, I flipped. The second thing was that in the manga, Haise said that he viewed Akira as his mom and Arima as his dad and the rest of the Quink Squad as his kids. And in the anime, Haise never mentioned parents, yet when Arima goes to leave, he makes a comment about grandkids, meaning that he views Haise as a son, and yeah, I'm sure you figured all this out. This is giving anime-only fans a glimpse of Arima's character since we really don't know much about him yet, and I just found this really heartwarming. I'm honestly not too fond of Yurie's character so far. He has a lot of misplaced anger surrounding his father's death, and he's taking it out on fellow investigators who weren't even involved. Another side note, I never liked Ayato, to be honest. I'm assuming the tree knows that Haise is Kaneki, which is why they're looking for him, but I still don't know for sure how they know who he is. Oh look, fan service. This beautiful ending scene that appears to be everyone's favorite out of the entire episode was done very well. The music is well placed, though I did prefer the dialogue of the sub rather than the dubbed in this scene, but that's not that big of a deal. Now, I want to believe that Toka knows this is Kaneki, and if that's wrong, please let me know. I don't mind knowing that right now. I'd also like to believe that Nishio is still friends with Toka, so the way that I have it pieced together is that Toka knows Kaneki doesn't have his memories through him, or else she would have jumped him when she first laid eyes on him. Something that I want to comment on real quick is Saiko's role in the story. The information that I have on her character is pretty much non-existent. I accidentally read a few pages ahead in the manga, so I know more than I should at this point in the anime, but something that's bothering me is that she commands the viewer's attention in the ending, and I don't know how to describe it, but it's giving me really weird vibes. The clip for next week was a total cluster. There were so many different conversations going on, though I did hear the words Master Shoe, so I better get to see my sparkling trash lord Tsukiyama in the next episode. Alright everyone, that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed the video and you haven't seen my episode 1 review, go check that out and make sure you check back weekly from our Tokyo Ghoul content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.